Hey guys, what's up? It's another Last Week in Gaming, and we are in the last month of the year with Christmas holidays just around the corner. Are you excited? I know I am. Vacation time, baby. Anyways, let's get to some stories. At the time of this recording, nothing too controversial is going on, so it should be light and fun and informative. Let's get to our first main story. Let's get it out of the way. Let's just do this thing. All right. Winter is coming to Monster Hunter World. That's right, Capcom has revealed a huge expansion for the game where you chase down creatures and carve up their bodies for weapons and armor. It's really fun, even though when I describe it out loud, it's sort of gross. Anyway, Iceborne is the name of the paid DLC arriving for Monster Hunter World next fall, and it will add new environments, monsters, and more to the game. That's right. In the meantime, we can look forward to playing with my bae, Geralt of Rivia, who's bringing his gorgeous hair to Monster Hunter World early next year. You know, that dude is all over the place recently. First Soul Calibur 6, now this. I hope he takes a steamy bath to relax soon. He really deserves it. And I hope that we see more of him forever and for all of eternity. That would make me real happy. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has precisely 420 characters and 1.7 million stages. My math here is sound, I promise. But that hasn't stopped the game from having some crazy details. For instance, dorkly managing editor Tristan Cooper noticed that a specific set of challengers don't like to get wet. Oh no. Charizard, Incineroar, Inklings, and Sonic, Sonic, are damaged when they take a dip. Yes, look, I know, I shouldn't laugh about any sort of drowning, but watching the blue blur sink to the bottom is pretty hilarious. You'd think with all that supersonic speed, he'd be like a motor in the water and able to stay afloat, but I guess not. Speaking of Sonic, the first poster for his upcoming live-action movie is quite something. IGN unveiled the shadowy image on Instagram, not to be confused with Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way. And Sonic looks, how do I say this, kind of ripped. I mean, the dude definitely hasn't skipped leg day, that's for sure. And that hair texture on his head, I guess is fur. And now all of my favorite childhood characters have been completely ruined, but I guess it's better than just skin, because that would be weird. Yeah. Fallout 76 seems to be the gift that keeps on giving. Well, giving bad press, that is. From the super rocky launch to the canvas bag fiasco, the Bethesda game seems straight up like a dumpster fire at this point. But somehow it doesn't stop there. IGN reports that Reddit believes the new ultra-wide mode for Fallout 76 isn't a true 21:9 image. Instead, the game supposedly just stretches the 16:9 aspect ratio. Oof. I mean, at this point, you kind of just want to hear something positive about the game for once, but I wouldn't bet my bottle caps on it happening anytime soon, so yeah, this is what we're left with. For Overwatch League's sophomore season, there will actually be home matches for the Atlanta Reign, Dallas Fuel, and LA Valiant. If this doesn't make sense, let me break it down like Lucio. In the inaugural season, all games were held in Blizzard's own place in Los Angeles, but next year, these 3 teams will each get homestand weekends. The goal seems to be to make the Overwatch League more like any professional sport, where there are home and away matchups. Plus, if you live close to Dallas or Atlanta, maybe you can finally catch the Overwatch League in person. A def recommended, by the way. Amy Hennig, a major figure behind the Uncharted and Legacy of Kain franchises, will deservedly receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Game Developers' Choice Awards in March. And I say deservedly because check out her credentials here. Yeah. She directed and wrote the first 3 Uncharted games. Hennig also served as a director on Jak 3 and Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, as well as more games. And obviously, her crowning achievement is her work on Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City, right? Joking aside, that's a super remarkable resume, and that's why she'll soon share company with Shigeru Miyamoto, John Carmack, and Hideo Kojima by getting this award, which is straight up dope. I look up to that woman. On the topic of big names, a couple of Hollywood stars show up in the new Zombies experience for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which I like to refer to as blops, 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 blops. Kiefer Sutherland is the gunslinger in Dead of the Night, while Helena Bonham Carter is the psychic. But that's not all that arrived with the new update for the shooter. There are also new multiplayer maps, additional specialists, and even the inclusion of the hijacked yacht to the blackout mode. I bet landing there currently is cray-cray, and I'm all about that blackout life. How is it that I love Call of Duty so much? I don't get it. All right, hey, since Battle Royale stuff was just brought up, you know, we gotta talk about Epic and Fortnite, then that's just how that works, though maybe not in the way you think. Yeah, side note, I can almost go an entire episode without mentioning that game. Almost. Anyway, so get this. Epic apparently wants to help developers with cross-platform online games, so it's going to offer up its services for free that were built for Fortnite. So hopefully this means we see more games with cross-platform play next year. That would be crazy. Seriously, this seems so rad, and I can't wait to never have to worry about what platform someone buys a game again for playing multiplayer with them. Meanwhile, Sony is going live. No! Why is this happening? While there's not a new Star Wars movie for us to watch this holiday season, which I hate almost as much as Annie hates sand, it just gets everywhere, you know what I mean? At least we can beep and boop with excitement like R2 about a live-action TV series set in a galaxy far, far away that's in development. Yes, indeed. You see, Disney and Lucasfilm have officially announced the cast for The Mandalorian, and it's impressive. It's most impressive. Oberyn Martell, actor Pedro Pascal, will portray the titular character, and he'll be joined by Deadpool's Gina Carano, Breaking Bad's Giancarlo Esposito, Carl Weathers, Supernatural's Emily Swallow, and even Nick Nolte. I have a good, well, you know the rest of that, right? I don't gotta tell you. Anyways, that's it for this week, guys. Next week will be our final episode of the year. Holy cow, episode 13. So it's going to be a really good one. If you like today's show, please show it with a sub, a like, or a comment. I will see you all next week. Keep being awesome and never stop playing. Never. Bye, everyone.